Okay, people, tonight on Looking for That Perfect Job, we're going to explore different occupations. Now, my occupation and what I would think would be the perfect job, and you know where I'm going with the computer graphics. I'm a computer graphics designer, a software developer, animator, whatever you have it, I'm an artist. Okay, so the only thing that I have to think about or what I got to say is recently I've been making videos and a lot of people have been telling me, well, Demetrius, what are you doing? What are you trying to do? Okay, so this is what I really was trying to get around to. I didn't get any feedback and I was trying to find out what do people like on my site. So I'm thinking right now, well, it's going to be a long drawn out conversation, but I'm not going to go there. I'm just basically going to tell you what I do as far as a computer graphics designer, animator, whatever. This is what I like doing. So I'm going to have to do this real quick. I'm just going to show you tonight is just going to be about the interfaces and the different software applications. Now, I have different programs that I want to talk about, and one of them is, first of all, let me get started with this one, get it out the way. It's, let me check this out. Going to the directory, and we're gonna, ooh, I didn't put that back into the computer. I gotta open up a file, people, that I know it's kind of like, what am I talking about, right? We're back with the demo. I should be looking for the demo on the computer to make sure that I got it. I know I did just installed it, but I'm just going to go with this one at first so I can get it up there. I'll just hurry up and get it out the way. Because a lot of you probably wondering and said, wow, you know, I should have had it together before I got started. Well, anyway, as you can see, I got a lot of programs on my computer. I'm going for the quickest way to show you how I do what I do. Alright, we're going to talk about TrueSpace first. TrueSpace basically is like my first 3D program. Well, I bought a program back when I was working at this company called Nexus. Anyway, this is what I started doing my 3D designs and my graphics on before I got into all the other stuff that I'm into now. So right now I'm going to try to see if I can run this demo. It's not going to go into demo mode, it's actually going into the actual program. Okay, now this is TrueSpace, and TrueSpace basically is like, it's an easy like application you can run, and you don't have to really know too much about computer graphics or animation. This is like the simplest thing. I'm going to show you just a couple of things in here, and I'm not going to take all day with it. This basically right here is just a screen and your layout, design, and everything. These right here are just different things that you pick to choose whatever you want to work on. The graphics and everything is simple. You move around, zoom in, zoom out. There's a lot of stuff on here that, you know, that I do need to get used to again. It's been so long since I had it. And if you ever get to the point where you make a mistake, if you know about control, zoom, and everything, just hit control and Z, and that'll get you back to this part. Now we want to move just the object alone and not the screen. So we're gonna have to pick an object and not the screen. It's the object tool, not the screen. We don't want to move that. We just want to move the object. And obviously you see the object move around from where it's supposed to. I got it on this axis. So bring it back. Take it. Okay. There it is. I'm gonna try and get this done really quick because I don't want to sit up here all day working on this. And I'm moving it. It's a scale. I'm going to scale that. I'll take that back. Let's see, I need to move it. Okay, object move. Obviously you see I'm moving the object. I don't have it on this right position right now. It's like there's a pivot that I have. I didn't tell you about that. There's a whole lot of stuff that's on here that can be moved in a separate way. It's called pivoting, and you got motion like left, right, and you got the X, Y, and the XZ status. Okay, well anyway, I'm just showing you, these are basically the parameters and stuff that you have, all the different things to control the program. I'm going to render just the car, and if I want to, I can render certain parts, and that's basically how you just get around the just basic interface on TrueSpace. Now, moving right along, I'm going to render the whole scene before I leave out of here. And there you have it. Oh, that's going to render to a file. I don't want to render to a file. That's going to render to the screen. I got to cancel that. Let me get off of that. Tab. And it says render to a file. I'm going to cancel that. I don't want to render to a file. I just want to render the whole screen. And that's how fast it renders on my system. I don't know about other people's computers, but this is my baby right here, the one I built myself. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of that. We're going out of TrueSpace. Well, for right now, I'm going to minimize it because we're going over to the next program I want to talk about is RayDream Studio. Okay, this is RayDream Studios, and I'm going to open up an empty scene. This is an empty scene. This is nothing in there, and this is the interface, basically how it's working and everything. This is like kind of like similar to TrueSpace, but it doesn't, really has the same. It's got more features to it, and it's easier to work, so they said. But anyway, I have like this. This is a program I've had for a long time. I just don't use it as often as I should. Anyway, I do have the software for it, so I own this. And let's see, this is something on there. Nope. I want to try just put a couple of things on there. Let's say we're gonna put I'll put the walls up. I'll put a spear. Okay, modify. I can, if I want to. I can put text on there, and let's see. I want to put. Let's see, a cube, something like that. This is just a little basic stuff. And this manipulates the parameters and everything. It takes the global workbox. It shows you all the different things, how to change it, manipulate it, change the skew, the size. You want to change it. Like I said, this is not the only way you can change it. Making it like a plane or either flat or tall, stuff like that. Then you can break it down like it's got more detail, stuff like that. So if you want to get in there and do some modifications to the box and everything, you can do all that. And you got different ways you want to look at the box, wireframe. You can do the full shader, everything like that. These are some things that you have available to you. Now, as far as I'm going to go for the preferences, I can set up where I want to save the files. I want temp files created and everything like that. I want to do all that. Well, I want to do my temporary storage and rendering and everything like that. This is where I would do all that. I could set the directories to do different things. I want to use different things and go different places. This is what I use to make the changes. Okay, so I'm getting out of this one. Not totally out of it. I just wanted to show you an empty box. Now I want to show you something that's already done, where they got something like they call a wizard. Alright, and this is already pre-done. These are things that's set up in my system already. Well, it's not set up in my system, but it's set up on the architect, the software that's right here. You can see I just create an island and a palm tree. This is the palm tree that basically is on the screen. If I was to take it back and show you just the palm tree, I want to say no changes, but this is the tree, so you can see that. And I'm going to zoom in. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to zoom out. Okay, this is the tree that I just put on there, and then I'm going to render it with the island and everything on there. I can do a little better with the tree, but this is not something I want to show you right now how it works. I'm just showing you the interfaces. So we got the wireframe mode, and that renders that. Then we also can render it in high resolution, which takes a while, but it's best to do it to high res until you get what you want out of it. And this is what it looks like in high res. Notice that it's taking a while to render because it's like the picture is like really great quality. Sorry about that. I got a scratch. Okay, so anyway, that's some of the what the Ray Dream Studio does. Okay, now we got a new one. Well, not a new one. I just installed it today, but I've always had this one. This is called Cinema 4 DXL. Okay, now Cinema 4, basically it'll take 3D Studio Max models, and it does things like you can do graphics and everything like that, like set up the same way. You got your parameters, and you got your basic shapes, squares, circles, spheres, even model, people and stuff like that if you want to get into it. Now you can manipulate it by deleting certain things and stretching, moving things around. You can rotate certain objects if you like to certain positions and stuff like that. Now the best one, as far as like I said, and the easiest one, you got to figure out which is the interface, which one that works for you. But you can do these things, at your leisure and stuff. You just have to find out where you can get the programs at. Now I've purchased as many as I can get. I don't know why I buy different programs to do one thing. This is right here is pretty much they all basically have the same format, similar. And then when you render them and everything, they got all have a way you have to render your animations and graphics, which takes a while when you do rendering. Alright, so that's Cinema 4 DXL, and I'm not saving none of that. Now, next one I want to go into, might as well go into Maya since we talked about that. This is Maya. A lot of you are going to probably say, well, I got a newer version. I have the newer version. Okay, cool. I don't care. Whatever does the job. This is what I do. Stuff, okay? So now, first of all, here we go. We got some Maya stuff going on here. And, like I said, same concept. I can like enlarge or make them small and move things around and things like that. That's on my preference if I choose to do that. I'm just showing you right now the basic stuff. Like a sphere, which I'm just expanding, making it bigger, larger and stuff like that. And I can move it around and manipulate and do stuff like that. Just create different things. That's more or less like what you do to create stuff that you like work on. Okay, you want to do some good stuff. You're gonna take some time to do it. You're not just going to do it overnight. A lot of people say, well, Demetrius, how do you do all this stuff and how do you work on that? It takes a while to get used to it, but you'll learn, like I said, the basic thing about it is that you need to just know how to manipulate and get around in the computer, the best as you can. Then that way, later on you can get as well. It depends on how much time you spend on it. I spend this is what I do. Okay, hate to say that, people, but I'm just the kind of person that just like working with my graphics and everything like that. And I don't have much time to like get into petty stuff. People be wondering like, well, Demetrius, what do you be doing all day, and what is all that stuff you be working with and stuff? Well, this is what I work with. Okay, people, this is me. Computer animator, software developer, graphics designer. And that's what I'm talking about. So when I'm done with this, I'll show you how to render it. The same thing. Everybody has a rendering thing. I'm doing this on the display. Is that what I showed the last time? What is that? What was that? I have to go to window. Okay, render editing, render view. Okay, now I got to show what I'm rendering, and basically this is what I'm rendering right now, and I just did that, so it's rendered. I can get better rendering with this and better lighting. That's up to me and stuff, you know. I'll just did this real quick and just showing you the stuff that it can do. Now, this one, they said it's pretty much easy to run and work with. I mean, it has like its interface window, which is the background that gives you instruction, tell you everything what's going on with that and what I just did. Okay, now the next one I'm going to show you is 3D Studio Max. I should have had that one running already, because see, this one takes a while to load, and easier. Well, I'll get back to that one because this one takes a while. But this here, I'm going to go ahead and run Blender, the first one. Okay, I'm going to run the early edition, which is 4.9. And 4.9 basically is this the recent, well, it's the recent one that's not in beta stage. The one that's in beta is 5.2, and the reason why I'm going to show you now 4.9 is the one that they use for the compositing and stuff and the video editing that I do right now. Okay, this is Blender, and basically everything that you see here, he said that the movement and everything like that is so close to working with Maya. I don't know about all that. Now, I don't use Maya, and I haven't. I'm not knocking it. I mean, Maya probably is, like I said, it's an industry standard. That's what they use to make like movies like Ice Age and, you know, all the other graphic software programs that you've seen and stuff. I'm just going to render this right quick. I'm going to bring some stuff in. I just want to show you the rendering of it. This is the render, and it's outside of the cube area. So I have to put it where the camera can see it. Let me see if I can get the camera view. Put that on there. Camera. No, we're going to put the view on camera. Now I got to move it. And they wanted me to paint it. I don't want to paint it. Move it again. Let's see, where am I? Selection. Vector paint, I don't want to paint it. I want the object mode. I want to move it back in front of the camera. Now you can see when I render it, you just see the cube again. Okay, now this one is like the most powerful program that I got so far. Now this is a 4.9 version, and I'll get back with this one in a minute. That one actually was the 3D Studio Max is finally loaded. Now see, Blender has a window that actually tells you what's going on too. It's this instruction window, tell you the parameters and everything, what's going on while the program's running, everything like that, which is a good thing. That's like a lot of programs should tell you what's going on with them. So like if they crash or something like that, then you'll know what had happened. Okay, got 3D Studio Max loaded, but I want to show you the new Blender, since I didn't get a chance to see it yet. This is the upgrade. This one is like still in beta stage, but I'll show you the difference between them, the interfaces, in a minute. I just want you to see that there is a newer version. This one is Blender 2.5 beta, and it still has the same thing on there as that, but there's some changes in the windows and everything, and the rendering and everything is like you still got to render the image and stuff like that, but you got different camera views and light and everything is already set up. So the only difference is there's like some setup, the changes in there, like the scenes. They have like a lot of new things in there that I have to like learn to work with, but they already got like the animation, compositing, the default game logic, scripting, ultraviolet editing, and video editing. I mean, can you imagine? This is already built in the program. Okay, so I'm going from that Blender, and let's see, which one is that? This is the old Blender. It was not old, but this is like Blender 2.49. Okay, so we're going to take that down for a minute. Now, as you can see, the window in the background is still like working while it's going. Now, they would say that this is the Fiesta Resonance, but this is 3D Studio Max. This is the latest version that I have, to 2010. Alright, now making this stuff is so simple on here. I guess you would say it's simple. It's like when you just go on there and change the interface, draw a cube and everything on here. This is how easy it's supposed to work. You know, you just start doing your art or whatever, developing your world, your 3D world. And this is the navigation cube that gets you around to everything, rotates the stuff. And you know, you can basically move things around on the screen with the other controls. But this is like 3D Studio Max's interface. Now, all of them, the easiest one I think to manipulate and get around in is this one, because everything that you do, you just draw straight out and everything. So that's basically what I want to show you. I don't want to take up too much of your time and show you the difference between all the different interfaces and stuff. Now you must wonder and say, well, what do you do when you work on that? Well, it all depends on the projects and stuff. I can't just start running around and saying, well, I'm just going to start making graphics and everything, you know, because it's not easy to remember all that stuff. But some people, it's easy. I can do this. You know, I don't have a problem with it. There are some people that have to learn how to do stuff like, you know, be multitasking and everything. I don't believe in multitasking. Multitasking is kind of like trying to do more than what you're supposed to do. But right now, I want to show you like the reason why there's graphic files that I need to get to and learn how to do the animation and stuff for. But as you can see, they're looking for certain things. Alright, now these characters, for instance, this young lady here, this little baby, she was made with 3D Studio Max, okay, and all the other ones that are made, like on this green screen, it's made with 3D Studio Max, okay. So some things are okay to work with, and that's say that you're trying to get yourself into some like quick animation and graphics and stuff like that. These characters all on the green screen basically will work with 3D Studio Max. That's where the characters were developed. So all of this that you're seeing, the only problem is that I have to work on, see Tubby's arms. Tubby has problems, his arms and stuff are like inside his body, so it kind of like, it's not right. The skins and stuff is have to be modified, so that's why I said you have to take the time and work on things. But Tubby actually was created in 3D Studio Max, and the reason why, I don't know why I loaded it up again, because if I did this right, this could have just been so easy. I could have opened up the file here and went to get Tubby, and then they're gonna ask me, and I just said no, I don't want to say the changes, and I don't want to get Tubby's eyes, not right now. But Tubby, where are you? Oh, there you go. This is Tubby, and Tubby actually has been created 3D Studio Max. I need to get a front view of him. Okay, this is Tubby, and that was his motion, that he's in walk motion right now. I'm going to have to change his, take his biped off, because let's see, Tubby has a biped which I need to take out. I mean, well, let's see, I can't explain to you right now. This is what Tubby looks like when he's like not set. Well, let's see how it's set. Gotta change this biped. I'm gonna unhide selected. Hide selected. Hide selected. Yeah. Unhide. Unhide all. And I want to select Tubby. And let's see if I move Tubby. Probably that's what they're looking for. I move Tubby. Nope, don't want to move Tubby. I got to take Tubby's interface. Okay, Tubby has motion. Alright, let's take Tubby. Okay, Tubby got to come back. Tubby's in motion. As you can see, Tubby's like in a wireframe right now, but hey, don't worry about that. We bring Tubby back, and let's see, where is Tubby located? He's in the world. I'm gonna try to find his 3D world. Okay, there he is. Now I can show you the Tubby without his command. I need to move him. Wow. Okay. That's what we're looking for. Uh-huh. No. Okay, my bad. I was going to show you this here. Basically, this tells you about the 3D interface. How 3D Studio Max works, but I don't usually use that as far as now I'm into working with Blender. And anyway, I'm not going to take up most of your time. I'm just going to show you some of the stuff that they're going to tell you about as soon as it come up. There's so much stuff running on here. I got to close that out. Okay. Here, let them tell you this is what you can do with 3D Studio Max. Well,
which you can expand and collapse.
Alright, there you go.
To scroll through a panel, drag either an empty space or the narrow scroll bar on the right edge. Use the time and animation controls to create animation.
Well, anyway, hey, I'm not going to go through all that. That's what I'm just saying, because I need some stuff I got to get. My Skype is almost finished downloading, and I need to get this video out the way as soon as possible. So right now, like I said, I got my Blender running. I don't need that, to worry about that right now. And got, like I said, this is Maya. Okay, and it's like I said, 3D. True Space, everything like that. We're gonna close that one out. We're not using that, and we're gonna basically close everything out. Anyway, I'm sorry, people. I know this has been a long, like just going through the interfaces and stuff, but that's basically all those different programs. So you got a choice, whatever one you like the best and stuff. There's so many of them, and like I said, if you want to come back and look at my site and see if I made anything or created anything, I figured out a way to take all of my animations, like these things right here, whatever I create, I can take them and, they're all compatible with each other somehow. See, I can export them into diff files or even 3D Studio Max files. Then I can import stuff to come into the different programs. So right now I'm just going to end that and edit the video, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough. Next thing, we're going to show you exactly how each one of the programs work. So this is Demetrius signing off. This is all I've been trying to get you. I know a lot of you are going to say, like, well, what is he getting at? Well, this is what I was trying to do. I mean, I know I'm not good at it. I know I need to like learn to speed it up and kind of get a little bit out of the way, but this is what I do. And you're probably saying, well, how does he do all that? Well, I have to give my praise to God. I mean, I'm telling you, this is the thing that I do. And hey, God gave me this gift, and I mean, I got to do something with it. And that's what I'm trying to do, people. So if you all like my site, come back, comment, right, and ask for, like some help on some things, and I'll give y'all some help. And right now, like I said, this is just some of the stuff that I've been looking forward to doing. And this is basically what I do, Got my own YouTube page. I know a lot of you probably saying, well, how do I contact you? How do I get in touch with you? Well, my YouTube page is Meechware. Okay, Meechware. That's it. You have to look for Meechware, and when you find it, you'll see a sign come up, and it'll show you like how to get in touch with all of my stuff. And this is slow. Okay, I really should have started this earlier. I didn't know that this was that slow. Anyway, we got that, and you can also, if you got time, you can see me on my Facebook page whenever I'm on Facebook. But right now, I'm not on there for a minute because I got stuff I have to do. But anyway, I guess this is the end of my video. I know this was probably long and stuff. I'm trying to shorten it as much as possible. I was going to show you whenever it come up, but I guess I'll show you in the next video my Facebook page, but you'll see it. And that's it. So I guess I'll talk to you later. Alright, have a good evening, and people, I will see you on Skype whenever I get my Skype page loaded. Right now it's having one. And well, I'm done for now. Okay, so I'll talk to you later. Alright, see you on the next video.